wonderful podcast, a journey into the minds of strange people doing strange things. It's me, James, the proprietor of Bad News and Even Badder Podcasts. Today, I wanted to chat to you about selfies. In 2021, we're going to talk about fucking selfies because I had, got like a personal experience with witnessing how bad selfies have gotten. I don't know, we're all selfie takers, I guess, to a certain extent, but like, I don't know if you know how bad the middle of the bell curve selfie taking is, because I went to the movies recently with my girlfriend and there were these two girls in front of us. First of all, we were seeing, what's that really fucking bad? It's like, it was a video game that got made into a movie. It's like Monster Hunter. That's it. Don't waste your time or money. Don't go see it. It's very bad. There were these two girls sitting in front of us in the cinema, pitch black. The trailers are playing, and for a solid, chef's kiss, solid 15 to 20, maybe 25 minutes, they were constantly taking pictures of themselves, like trying to get the perfect selfie, angle, lighting's a bit rough in a pitch black room, but hey, you can't deny their tenacity, their wherewithal, their grit, their hustle, their grind, because they said, we will not be thwarted by a pitch black cinema. All of my 137 followers need to know that I'm at the cinema with Bethany right now. In 15 to 25 minutes, there were hundreds of photos taken of themselves, easily over 100. And I was just, I was kind of in awe. I was blown away by, I don't know, the pursuit of the perfect selfie. And then like recently I saw like a YouTube video where someone was showing their phone, and in their phone, they went to like pictures, and there was like, they scrolled and there was them in the same position in the same like room, just like 80 photos of them that they had just taken slightly differently in order to sift through and find the ultimate selfie. So I kind of want to talk about kind of how not to do a selfie. Really, if you're gonna pursue the perfect selfie, I feel like this information will be very helpful to you. This paper starts with, the selfie has become the currency of today, boldly stating, I was here. This is how I felt. And most importantly, I exist. The selfies become the currency of today? I don't know if that's true. Crypto is not even the currency of today, and that's kind of, still currency. So with the increase in smartphone production and innovative social media applications in the last decade, selfies have become an essential part of our daily lives, with multiple influences as a social media phenomenon or a syndrome of crazy behaviors, particularly among young people. So this study has shown that 98% of youth own a mobile phone and are heavy users. And to be classified as a heavy user, that just means use your phone more than 4 hours a day. Which, like, is that let me jump into, what's it called? What's that thing when it's like well-being or something? Screen time. Here we go. Wow. Okay. So they're like, hey, the youth are really heavy users, more than 4 hours a day, some say. In an old tale passed down through time, the youth use their phone 4 hours or more per day. I'm at 3 hours and 39 minutes as my daily average, and that says that I'm down 43% from last week. So if I go my weekly, wow. Okay, all right. Let's not talk about how much time I spend on TikTok, apparently. Clinical researchers in the realm of psychiatry suggest that heavy selfie taking and sharing selfies on social media sites, those behaviors are referred to as selfie-related behaviors, and or smartphone addiction are closely associated with narcissism and psychopathology. So if I go to your fucking Instagram right now and I take a flip through your page and it's all you, your beautiful face, love it, hearts, likes, fire emoji. You might be a narcissist or a psycho, apparently. And that's not me. And if you are a psycho, I still love you, you know? Do I have selfies on my Instagram at my pixel persona? Go check me out on Instagram. Let's chat. Let's hang out. Let's be friends. Let's engage in digital love. There's a couple in there. Not too many. We're good. Okay. I think we're a half narc, half psych. So that's good. Some clinical trials on selfie posting suggest that self-objectification and self-presentation behaviors on social media websites, particularly for males, are also components of the dark triad of personality, which is Machiavellianism, narcissism, and psychopathy. We pretty much know what the other ones are. But Machiavellianism in psychology refers to a personality trait which sees a person so focused on their own self-interest, they will manipulate, deceive, and exploit others to achieve their goals. Holy fuck. Dudes who are deep in the selfie game. Wow. Okay. I just realized that I know some dudes who take too many selfies. So, are they crazy? Yes. The neurocognitive reflections of intensive smartphone usage and selfie-related behaviors have been reported as temporary distractions and momentary lack of self-awareness in the current literature. Selfie-related behaviors and smartphone addiction also result in selfie-related traumatic risks and may cause injuries and deaths. Ring-a-ding-ding, that's what we're talking about today. Generally in teenagers and young adults who take selfies in every moment of their daily lives. Every moment of their daily... I mean, like, let's save the buck wild language. The buck wild things, you know? Take selfies in every moment of their daily lives. I don't know if it's that bad. It's probably that bad. It's that bad, isn't it? Smartphone addiction and selfie-related behavioral phenomena may also have negative effects on pre-teenagers as well as other living things in nature. Oh yeah, wasn't there that there's like some sunflower field or something and it started to get really popular on social media. So like people started to like flock out to it to get, you know, selfies and fucking take their dumb pictures of their own head and shit. And then they were just like fucking it all up and like walking all over the sunflowers or something, some type of yellow flower. And they ended up like fucking the whole place. So checks out. The number of selfie-related events and accidents is still on the rise. Recently, certain countries have introduced protective projects and a number of restrictive regulations to encourage safe use of smartphones and reduce selfie-related hazards or risks. And this is where we get into the juicy G, you know, the juicy deets of it. In this media-based clinical study, we included 159 victims, humans only, involved in 111 different events or accidents related to selfies that were reported in media resources between December 2013 and January 2017. So between those, that's only like 3 years. So among the 117 events or accidents examined, we determined that the total case, dead and injured, number was 159. The average age was 23.36 years. The number of dead people was 137, and the number of injured people was 22. So basically, this study has 111 events, 137 people died, 22 were injured, and the average age of the victims is 23. They determined that the number of selfie-related injuries and deaths significantly increased per year. Which I guess that makes sense, because, like, you know, if you're out, like, rocking selfies in 2009, you're like, you know, putting them on my Facebook, putting them on my MySpace. I don't know, is MySpace still kicking around back then? Probably was. And then 2010 rolls around. Now I've got, like, Instagram. I gotta ramp up my numbs, you know? I gotta ramp up these numbers. I'm punching rookie selfie numbers on Facebook and MySpace. Too busy changing my fucking song to the latest Under Oath track, you know? Trying to set a whole vibe on my MySpace page. And I'm just like, now that Instagram's out, I gotta pump up the selfie numbers. When selfie-related injuries and deaths were examined according to months, they determined that the most events or accidents occurred in August, 16.2%, July, 14.4%, and June, 11.7%. So June, July, and August, which we're not too far away from right now. Today is Sunday, the 18th of April, 2021. We're about to head into arguably the best month ever, May. My birth month, obviously. And all my friends, like every single one of my friends is born in May. It's really weird. Like the 5th, the 7th, me the 8th, the 12th, the 18th, the 22nd, and the 23rd are like all my friends' birthdays. All in May. Best month. Are you a May baby? Are you a May baby? Then nice. I don't know what I was going to do with that. Like, oh, you were born in May too? Tubular. Totally. No, totally. Yeah, cool. Me too. Maybes. My fellow Maybabies. Tweet me at my pixel persona. So I guess June, July, August, you want to stay home. Don't leave your house. It's clearly the unsafest time to be out and about. Teens getting a happy snap selfie of themselves. They're walking out in front of your car. You know, you're catching public transport one day. Some teen comes out. Now you're 4 hours late to work. You know what I mean? Just avoid it. It's not safe. Tell your friends and family. June, July, August, the most dangerous months of the year to be out and about. This is a PSA. Just let people know. Conversely, the number of events or accidents reported in March, November, and December were the lowest. I thought for sure, like, November and December should be, especially December, wouldn't that be higher? Because it's like, it's holiday times, you'd be taking more, or is it around holiday times, the pictures become less about me, and they become more about what fucking gifts I got, what fucking delicious food am I eating? Like the camera rarely flips to the face, March, November, and December. It's all outward facing. That could be it. I think we've struck gold with that one. I'll write them a letter. I'll let them know. When selfie-related injuries and deaths were examined in weekdays, most cases occurred on Saturdays, 21.6%, and Fridays, 20.7%. Really, like, no shocker there. Is anyone surprised that, like, the fun days are also the days where selfie-related deaths and injuries just fucking skyrocket? Because the lowest number of events or accidents occur on a Thursday, 13.5%. Fucking Thursday, so boring. So boring. Never take a selfie on Thursday. If you're rocking selfies on Thursday, change your social media strategy, mate. They're boring. You're boring everyone. Get rowdy, get risky. Do them on a Saturday, do them on a Friday, but get Thursday out of there. I said it before, I'll say it again. Nothing interesting or important ever happened on a Thursday. Prove me wrong. If you're spitting out nothing but selfies on your social media, take a look at what days you're rocking them out. Thursdays? Fucking part of Thursday, gang, you nerd? Oh my god. So boring. Get risky. Almost die on a Saturday, on a Friday. Get your priorities straight. The most common event or accident type causing selfie-related injuries and deaths were falling from height, 25.2%. So 25.2% of all injuries / deaths as a result of getting a happy snap of your beautiful mug came from falling from a height. Natch, obviously. Got to get them views in. My mug, it's gonna get the numbers up, but it's like, where is the mug? Oh, mountaintop. What's that behind me? Beautiful mountainous skyline. Ah, that's worth an extra 70 likes. This is Social Media Strategies with James. You're welcome. The most frequent causes of selfie-related deaths, so specifically deaths, were multi-trauma due to various causes. That's very vague. That's 42.3%. Cause of death, multi-trauma due to various causes. Yes, and the coroner will now deliver the verdict to us on how is it the victim came to no longer be with us. Thank you, Yana. I've taken up. It's me, the Southern dandy lawyer. I've pursued a new career in the coroner's office. You will find that thank you all for gathering here today. I will get to the numbers now. Jonathan met his untimely end from various causes, all of which were due to multi-trauma, various causes. That if someone said that to you, if someone said multi-trauma due to various causes, you would say, did you just not know? You can say you don't know. You know what I mean? Everyone's so afraid to say, I don't know, mate. I couldn't tell you. Or just hit me with like, you know what? I don't know right now, but give me some time and like, I'll figure it out. Ooh, Scott, it looks like sales numbers have plummeted this month. What happened there, mate? Like you didn't sort of reach your sales quota, haven't had as many hours in the office. What happened there? What happened to the sales numbers? Look, I'm going to level with you, my boss. My sales numbers just aren't up to quota this month due to multiple reasons, various causes. So we'll put that down in the Q1 report. You know, Q1 didn't meet the targets. Reason for that, multiple reasons, various causes. Thank you. So selfie-related deaths. 42%. Multi-trauma due to various causes. So vague. But then 41.6% drowning? That's the second highest? These are some risky selfie takers. See, I don't really rock a selfie, so I don't know how risky you've got to get with a selfie these days in order for people to, you know, give a shit. But I'm certainly not. I know that my phone is waterproof or at least water resistant to some degree, but I'm not taking it in the water. I'm not doing a happy snap selfie where I could drop it into a water, let alone drop my whole body into water. 41.6% drowning while taking a selfie? Who are these lunatics who are putting their brand new iPhone 12? Have you seen how much an iPhone costs these days? It's like as much as a computer. You're taking that in water with you? You're insane. Well, it did say before that they like Machiavellianism and psychopathy and all that bad stuff. So maybe they are insane. I mean, are you out? Do you take water-related selfies, and or do you know of anyone who is taking water-related selfies? P.S. What the fuck is a water-related selfie? Let me know at my Pixel Persona, at One Weird Podcast, the various ways to connect with people via the internet. Let me know. In my mind, I'm like, I'm not going to put my phone at risk like that. These people are drowning and like dying. They're putting their self at that level of risk. And I'm just like, don't want to get my phone wet. The most frequent cause of selfie-related injury, so this is just injuries, was multi-trauma. There it is again. But this one is due to falling from height, 27.3%. So that could be like a twisted ankle, broken leg, stubbed toe, swollen calf, you know. Those are your biggest contenders for what's killing people or how people are dying from taking selfies, and people are injuring themselves from like falling from a height, twisting an ankle, stuff like that. The most common place of death in selfie-related deaths was, and I can't believe that they've written this, 72.3%, the most common place was, and I quote, the scene of the accident. Do you just kind of feel like no shit? 99.9% of injuries and deaths from car accidents happen at the car accident. Yeah, like I get it. Like I figured that. Or over 50% of plane crash fatalities, the place at which the fatality happens is the plane crash. Yeah, dog. Like, did that need to be said? But only 72% though? And this was deaths. The most common place of death in selfie-related deaths was the scene of the accident. So does that just mean like in other cases they got taken to hospital and maybe died later, or like died on the way to hospital or something? But you would imagine that the most common place that it would happen would be where it happened. I don't know. That one I just was like, Really? Then they have a whole chart here. So they've got in descending order for these deaths and injuries: falling from height to the ground, fall into water, crush under train. That's the third highest death. Crush under train. Holy shit. Please stop trying to take selfies in front of an oncoming train. Just get good at Photoshop. Just Photoshop the train. Lie. Social media is all about lying anyway. It's about presenting yourself in a way that's not really who you are. Showing only the highlight reel. Lie. Be safe and lie. If you're going to take anything away from this podcast, one weird podcast, be safe and lie. Go out to a train track, snap the shot, edit the train in later. Send it to me, I'll edit it in for you. Just so we can avoid 13% of deaths being crushed under train. 11 gunshot wounds from a selfie? Like they were handling a gun? They were doing like a selfie with the gun maybe? Capturing by strong waves? Holy fuck. Contact with high voltage electric wires? Exposure to the attack of wild/dangerous animals? That one I thought would have been higher. Holy shit, is that a bobcat dog? Oh, is a bobcat dangerous? I don't know. Was that a red belly black snake? Fuck yeah, dude. Let me get in. Let me slab squat on this one. I'm gonna send that to the group text. What up, boys? Snap, bite, dead. Fall from height to the sea/river. Fall down the staircase. Crush under a truck. Getting a selfie with a truck's not even cool. A train, I can see the appeal. A truck. Bomb-loaded car explosion. What the fuck? Hand bomb explosion. Snake bite. There he is. There's the red belly black snake guy. Fall into a crater. Sorry. Shouldn't laugh at these, but falling into a crater. It's a little bit funny. That sucks. But fall into a geyser. What do you fall into? Wouldn't that be like boiling water? Holy shit. Collision of the motorcycle with a pedestrian. Collision of the bicycle with a vehicle. Collision of a car with a vehicle. And high voltage electric wires and falling from height. What were you doing? Walking on power lines? The most common behavioral risk in selfie-related injuries and deaths was people exhibiting dangerous behaviors for themselves and others around them, 55%. Neurocognitive risk factor causing negative effects, so losing balance, temporary distraction, lack of self-awareness during selfie-taking was determined in 99 events or accidents, which is 89.2%. So people because either you see people who climb fucking skyscrapers and stuff to get a selfie of themselves. So losing balance or temporarily being distracted. If you're putting yourself in an insanely dangerous environment just to get a happy snap, at least make sure you're fucking paying attention. I feel like this is a very it's become very I don't know, some kind of strange classroom where I'm just hey, come on guys. Let's be a little bit more aware, when we're taking our selfies. Let's try and be a little bit smarter out there, guys. Okay? You're dropping like flies left and right. Let's just have a shred of awareness. Okay? Let's live in the moment. We're all going to start doing the 10-day free trial on the Headspace app. And we're going to let Andy Puttercombe just walk us through the steps that we need to be more mindful and present, okay? Because if you're going to climb a 37-story building and then onto the roof and climb the Sky Needle thing just to get a selfie to put on the internet, to seek praise and attention from other people because you're empty and dead inside, at least let's be mindful about it when we're doing it. Selfie-related injuries and deaths have increased in recent years. All countries, particularly India, US, and Russia, are at a high risk. Teenagers and young adult males are in the high risk group for selfie-related injuries and deaths. Yeah, because dudes are fucking idiots and they're just trying to like impress people. Dangerous pose preferences. Dangerous pose preferences. Exhibiting dangerous behaviors, deaths, and injuries wherein many body parts are affected, caused by multiple traumas, and cognitive and behavioral risk factors are important for selfie-related injuries and deaths. It seems it's a little funny when someone says dangerous pose preferences, like David, surely, like maybe when you get up on the railing of the building, maybe you don't have to like hop on one leg. You know what I mean? Like you've already put yourself into a very dangerous situation, or like don't like get up on the railing and then like dangle your entire body off while you only hold onto the railing with your hands. Maybe you could just if you have to get up on the railing, like at least just only do that. You know what I mean? Could you maybe do that? Yeah, no, I'm gonna level with you. I have somewhat of a preference for dangerous poses. So while not doing the crazy things, good, obviously, and much safer, they're just not my preference. So I'm not going to do that. Yeah, just sort of have a bit of a dangerous pose preference. Kind of my niche. How I'm branding myself these days, sort of the dangerous pose preference kind of guy. But I'll take it into consideration, and I'll try and see how that affects the numbers or whatever, and I'll let you know. Dangerous consequences of selfie-related behaviors should be assessed from a multidisciplinary point of view. Drastic measures should be taken to reduce selfie-related risks, and social projects to protect young people from selfie-related hazards should be encouraged. What a journey. You see two girls at easily the worst film you've seen this year, maybe in the past several years. You see these two girls taking 400, 500, 600 selfies in a span of 20 to 25 minutes, and you say to yourself, how deep does this rabbit hole go? Let's follow chase and follow the white rabbit, and let's see where this Neo leads us, red pill. And then that's sort of just where we ended up. So I guess the takeaways from this are, if you have a preference for dangerous poses, probably have a chat with someone, try and figure out why you like dangerous poses so much. I mean, I get it if you're sort of trying to chase those big numbers on the social medias, it makes sense. And obviously, June, July, August, don't leave your home. March, November, and December, really you could ramp down your awareness during those months, because you're statistically much safer. So just all good things to be aware of. Or like if you are hoping to ramp up the dangerousness of your selfie game, you could sort of take into account, okay, the places where people are dying the most is they're doing it from a height and they're doing it over water. So maybe just take those two out of the mix. And for the love of God, just lie. Photoshop in the planes, trains, and the automobiles, and just, stay safe. Lie and stay safe. And that's going to do it for this episode. If you want to keep up to date with all things weird but wonderful, go slap a follow on the social medias at One Weird Podcast, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can find me at MyPixelPersona on Instagram and on Twitter these days as well. But the main thing, if you have one takeaway from this, right now, as you're listening, go leave a 5-star review on iTunes and wherever you get podcasts. Really helps people like you find the show. It makes this drug front of a podcast look like a real podcast. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. We've talked about lying a lot today, and I want you to help me lie by letting people know that, hey, this is a real thing. Yeah. No, this is a legitimate thing. He's got a microphone and stuff and like a Google Drive account or whatever. Like he's this is a podcast. So do that now. 5-star review. Lie to the internet with me. We'll all be better off for it. And, you know, I also want to say a special thank you to you for listening. You know, there's so much media, especially these days, you know, contending for your time and attention. So I really do appreciate that you've chosen to come spend your hard-earned time with me, and I very much appreciate it. So I just want you to know that. Thank you so much for listening. This has been episode 72. Come back for episode 73. Hey, next time you come around, we'll kick a soccer ball around together. Like a cool like Nike one that I just bought from like Rebel Sport or whatever. But if you could bring like a ball pump, because like I'm gonna level with you. I was gonna buy one when I got the soccer ball in the store, but my girlfriend was like, "Oh no, I'm pretty sure we have like one at work, and I'll just pump it up here at work." And I was like, "Okay, cool." But then their one is broken, so like now I just sort of have like a half flat soccer ball that I can't use, and now like I do need to go get like the pump now. If you've got just bring the pump. If you've got a pump, bring the pump, and then we'll kick the ball around. Awesome, cool. Thank you so much. See you next time.